straight shit still, I'm coming, man. Had to switch it up for y'all one time.
It's your boy Nasty Nas. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's a new, what we gonna call that? New series. We're gonna call it Real Spell. You know what I mean? Carrying over from Instagram.
Facts, man. What up, y'all, man? It's your boy Ty, Gay T Go up, man. Here with my guy. Y'all already know time for this, man. We got some shit for y'all, man. Y'all been telling us to make a little podcast or whatever. So, for me, I know y'all getting tired of us going live all the time. So now we about to get so we here with it for y'all, for me. So we gonna just talk about the topics that we'll, for me, talk about on live type shit.
Alright, what you wanna go first?
First one we could do why you think relationships in this generation end so early type shit.
I think relationships end early now because it's like niggas can't communicate. You feel me? Like communication is too hard for people to sit down and talk about what they doing wrong and what we doing wrong. You feel me? Nobody wants to sit here and be like admit to their wrongs. You feel me? Like and trust issues is a big factor too because a lot of niggas got shit in their past that fucked them up. Some bitch did some shit to him or like somebody did something to him and they can't let that shit go. Cause with me, like I'm holding on to my past and I'm just like, yo, for me, Shorty did this, so for me now I'm on your ass. Like I'm trying to make sure you ain't doing the same shit to me. Right. And then like when you see shit, you see like, or you was one of the niggas that used to have shorties, and then you see them do their nigga dirty. Right. And it's like, damn, like what's gonna stop my bitch from doing that shit to me? And I always think of that line where this nigga said, "I fuck niggas bitches, so how can I trust more?" And I'll never forget that shit in my life. I'll never.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact.
Why you think though?
I feel like, you basically nailed it, bro. For me, I feel like the key, not even the key, I feel like 90% of the reason why, like for me, 90% of the relationships in this generation fail is because of communication. Like for me, or like trust, or like for me, like people playing the person that they fucking with before they can get played whole time. Like the jokes on that person because the other person had no intentions on playing them type shit. And it's just like, it's trauma at the end of the day. Like, that's another thing. Like it's mad. It could be a lot of reasons, bro. To be honest with you, it just depends on the couple specifically. But I don't know, man.
I think trauma a big part though.
Trauma is
you feel me? Like females get played a lot, and then when they get to us, it just be like, nah, you about to do the same thing because you have past. And it's like, you feel me? Like I understand what my past was, but like that's not my intention. You feel me? Like I'm here, and I'm like, and then like when you really fuck with a shorty, you get romantic. Like y'all, like for me, like me. Trip, like you know what I mean, like Pat now, like niggas getting romantic, like you know what I mean, like just do what you gotta do, because when you really fuck with a shorty, you go all out of your way, like so I feel like, and when you do like simple shit, you take a girl to the store, you buy her some shit, like get her a teddy bear, some flowers, some rose petals, they think that shit like the world, because they ain't never seen no shit like that, and it's like damn, like this basic to me, like this regular shit to me, like
you can tell that
like you mess with the wrong niggas. Like, be excited, so it's just
excited for anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like I be want to go like when Trip did the picnic, I'm like, oh nah, you in your bag, like, you feel me? So what you like? How you feel about rekindling like with an ex? Like how you feel about like you in a relationship? You know, so like you know how we always say like, yo, you ever notice when you're in a relationship? Yeah, exes and like old shorties you used to fuck with always come back. How you feel about that? Like, why you feel like that is?
I feel like I feel like they come back because they don't want to see you with somebody. They don't want to see you happy with somebody else. They don't want to know that you're doing better without them, or like that you can still do good without them type shit.
Fact.
Like, but what was the other question?
And then like basically like. Do you feel like it affects you? Like, do you feel like it could, like, you got the potential to fold? Or do you feel like they just doing it to try to, like, stop you from being in that relationship? Like,
it depends on the ex, bro. If I'm keeping it honest with you. And it depends on the situation between me and the shorty that she trying to fuck with. Yeah, gangster. Because it's like, if I'm just talking to some shorty nonchalantly, like, from we just texting or whatever, like, it's, I don't know. Like, for me, it's not that serious. And it's like, for me, my ex was on some shit like, she ain't never do me dirty or some shit like that, and it's just like we just fell off because she was just like doing too much or just annoying as fuck or whatever the case may be. And it's like, you feel me, like for me, listen to what she gotta say. Like, I don't know, it just depends on what she gotta say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, type shit. Like, if it's something that I heard before, like, I ain't trying to hear that noise, like, because it's just you get saying the same shit, you get saying it a different way. But if it was on some shit, like, you really, like, I could tell that it came from the heart, and, like, you feel me, like, you really mean what you saying, then I could fuck with you. Like, that is probably slow for the current page, if I'm being honest with you.
I understand.
Because I'm a loyal nigga. I'm not a, for me, I don't like going to start something new if I don't got to.
That's my hardest issue,
like
trying to start something new. Like, I hate starting over, like. So, like, I'm the type of nigga, like, before I start over, I'll try to, like...
Try.
I'm like, yo, come on, like, for me, we did, yeah, till you can't try no more. So it's like, yo, like, for me, we gonna work this out. Like, we grown, like, for me, let's get this out of the way, like... Because, you feel me, like, you be having plans with shorties, like, you... Like, yo, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Like, for me, we getting older, like... I mean, you kind of, like... We passed our whole phase, so, like, it's just, like... At this point, you trying to build, you trying to, like... Have somebody wake up to in the morning. You ain't trying to be dealing with the childish shit, like... It don't even be no point. So it's just like you gotta handle your business how you handle your business. But
it's a fact.
Let's see. You ever feel like it's hard, like we got to teach females how to love sometimes, or like how to be loved because they got like their guard up, or same for us? Like you ever feel like
I was about to say that. Yeah, I feel like it's vice versa. Like I feel like yeah, I'm high. I forgot what you
Yo,
damn.
I said, you feel like it's like sometimes you feel like it's hard to like teach a girl, like try to teach her how to love, like
it'd be hard.
How to love.
It wasn't before. It's not hard, like in general, but me personally, I feel like I'm at a time in my life where I don't got time to teach a shorty how to be in a relationship with me.
That's a fact.
Like I'm at a time where I'm trying to like for me build for myself, or like if I can build with a shorty. So it's like I don't got time to be worrying about little shit. Like I don't got time to for me having to be explaining little shit. Like nigga, I'm trying to fucking get rich. Like type shit. I'm not worried about all of that extra shit. I'm trying to change my current situation. I'm not worried about all of these like for me. What is extra?
I think the biggest misconception for females is though they be thinking like, oh yeah, you about to like for me, you probably got bitches like you not really interested in me like you think, like, but like they don't really be knowing like I'm really feeling you, like you really the only like female I'm fucking with, but like and they had this like nah, like it can't be, like you feel me, like all these niggas played me before, so you just gonna do the same thing, like that's not my intentions, you feel me, like I'm trying to like build a life with you, like you feel me, like I don't want to ever like I be seeing niggas stress about their baby mother. Like, I don't never want to choose the wrong baby mother. Like, I feel like I'll be sick in my stomach. Like, and then, like, I don't want to, I always want a family, you feel me? And I always think about it as, like, I want to treat a girl how, you feel me? Like, how I want somebody to treat my little sister. Or, like, how I want somebody to treat my mother. So, like, at this point, like, that's how I try to treat them. But, like, back in my past, like, you feel me? I did what I did. But, like, you can't change that. But
So, do you feel that if you get cheated on, the relationship is over?
For me, it's over because it's like, for me, like, I'm no longer gonna trust you. So it's like, at this point, like, why are we still in a relationship? Because every time you go out and do something, I'm not gonna believe you what you're telling me you're doing. Like, so like, and it's not to the point, I don't feel like being a detective. Like, I don't feel like having to hunt you down and like, yo, is you really is where you saying you at? Like, sharing your location, like, that don't really matter to me. Like, you feel me? So like,
so now, right? What if you cheated? Not as a relationship over, do you expect, not do you expect the relationship to be over, but like, would you try to be?
Would I try to get it back?
Yeah.
It's kind of a double standard because obviously nobody want to be cheated on, but like when you cheat on somebody, it's like, you want, like, for me, once you get back and you see like, damn, like, was it really worth it? Like, it wasn't worth losing your shorty that's been down with you for a minute. Like, so like, it's like, you get back and then you see her and it's like, when she find out like, yeah, you cheated, like, of course everybody try to get their shorty back, and sometimes shorties do stay, and like, you feel me, like, the relationship never the same after you do that. So like, it's all on like, based on like how you feel. Like, sometimes you're gonna want to get the shorty back because you feel like, you know what I mean, you should have just never fucked up in the beginning because pussy's pussy, but like, when she did and you just got some pussy, like, is that vibe still there? Is that like, is that commitment? Is that like, that wife still there? Like, I mean, that solid foundation. Like, so it's all on how you view it. So
Hey man, that's it, man.
Do you feel like you capable of being in love, or does like you not seeing love when you was like growing up, does that like you as you not seeing love growing up and like not seeing somebody married and like mom and dad, do you think that affects your relationships nowadays, and do you think that like makes your relationship like shorter than it would be?
It definitely, I feel like that could definitely affect you not seeing love growing up. That should make you hard as fuck to, for me. You don't know what to expect. Like, you feel me? You just, at that point, you just dating just to date. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like if you see your parents divorce, like, for me, that's the first type of love that you see type shit. So if your parents not solid, for me, you're not gonna ever expect any relationship that you got with your significant other to be solid, because you like, nigga, my own parents, like.
Yeah, that's the first thing. That's like that's supposed to be your role model.
Yeah, like so, like my parents split. So shit, if they split, nigga, I don't think nobody gonna stay together. Like, nigga, so it's like fuck it. So that goes back to the trauma. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a little trauma that you won't even know that you got type shit
until you're in a situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's just like, I think like not seeing my mom and my dad together and seeing it always be confrontation. It was more like I feel like seeing your mom not in a relationship, but seeing like how your mom is affected by it and how she's still strong, it make you appreciate a woman more. But it also is like, I don't know how to love a woman the way I should, because you feel me, like I ain't never seen the correct way to love a woman, you know? So it's like, do you feel like you ever met a female that changed you?
100%.
And like it changed you always?
And it's crazy because I actually did her dirty and she told me about myself. Like, I'm being real. Like, 100%.
And how you feel like she changed you?
Is she woke me up. Like, you feel me? I wasn't money motivated. Like, for me, I was like, for me, that's why, like, when I was down bad because I just wasn't self-motivated. Like, I know to do nothing. Like, and then, for me, he just told me, like, for me, like, nah, like, you just be wild. Like, for me, like, I can't do it. Like, but it's just, the shit that she said, it was just like, damn. Like,
and the way she said it, like, yeah.
It's like, for me, like,
hearing it from that person,
and then hearing what she said, and then it being right, especially it hit different, especially when it was facts. So it's like,
because it's like niggas could be saying it, but it's like you feel me, saying one ear and without the other. But when it's like somebody you really rocking with, it hit different.
It's a fact.
I feel like even with like a shorty told me, like, even it was just the last shorty I messed with. It was just like she was like, maybe like she made me like realize that I'm not on my shit like I wanted to be on my shit. Like I was still in my mom's crib, like comfortable, like me and her laid up on like the couch, like that's not, I can't do that. Like you feel me, like, and she's like consistently like coming over, like, you feel me, and then like she's showing me love to the point where like I'm uncomfortable, like I'm not used to like a shorty like really showing me his love and giving her that energy back, and it was more of like me pushing her off, and she's just like constantly giving me love, and it's just like, you don't want to damage somebody that's still trying to give you love because you fucked up. So it's just like, as time went on, like I feel like the roles reversed. You feel me? Like as she kept giving love, she was getting drained by giving love, and she's not receiving it in the same way. So as like time went on, you just get drained. So like as she started giving love and then stopped giving love, I started my energy. I'm starting to give her love and the attention. But you feel me? After a while, you get drained out. And it's just like, you feel me? Like, she got me on my shit. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, because it's like, as soon as she told me, she's like, she looking at cribs, and I'm like, I'm not even thinking about that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I wasn't even thinking about it. She looking up cribs, like, yo, look at this price, look at that. And I'm like, yo, like, you gotta think about it. You 22, right? You feel me? Like, you about to be 23 being in your mom crib. So I'm like, nah, fuck that. Called the place the same day. She set me up an interview. She's like, do you got the money? Like, the money was never the problem. It was just motivation.
Motivation to do it.
I never had the motivation to get the fuck up, go do it. Like, and it was just like, to finally have a female in your corner like that. And it's just like, you feel me? Like, some niggas fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gonna fuck up because you still stuck in the mindset, like, of, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna do what I want regardless. So it's just like, when you like, when I found that, like, it was just like, you fall in love with like somebody that do all that shit without like asking for nothing in return. Like she like you feel me, like I'm supposed to say, like, she like a fucking people first, like put everybody first, and then like herself last. So it was just like, you know, it's nothing but love for people like that.
For sure.
Yo, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Follow my nigga T God. Next up coming. You feel me? More videos coming out. Real spill. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, yeah.